It's time to confront the Hardy Boys with what we've learned. I think they're going to be a little more forthcoming, huh?
What is it?
Titus, old boy. Let's talk.
Again? Seriously, man. Yeah, whatever.
We talked to Clese. She says you lied and told her to lie to us.
I knew that couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Yeah, for the record, Elizabeth, you are just as a part of this murder as they are at this point. They said there were 8 people there. We know one was a woman. It was you as far as we're concerned.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. You have no idea.
She's just in denial. You don't understand the traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's crazy. You know the type.
So they are immediately saying the victim is lying to us. That this victim was incredibly attacked in such a horrible way. Oh, yeah. No. The second the witness doesn't corroborate their story, they start to discredit her. A moment ago, she was a valued member of the world around them here.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
I don't believe you.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
And then immediately starts to blame us when her story doesn't match up with the story they want her to tell. Wow.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
As Titus starts to threaten us, he takes a step closer.
Hit you. Duck.
We duck.
Titus Hardy. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried.
Be clear.
I understood?
Everyone here is going to jail. But Titus is a dead man. That's what she said.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Here we go.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
You got the mercenary to confess to something. See how they changed the story again? All of a sudden it was, okay, maybe he didn't do it here, but he confessed to it somewhere else.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
He slams the audio tape on the table.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
It's interesting that my logic says we don't need to. To be clear, it doesn't matter what the dead person's past crimes were. We're only here investigating who killed him. Everything else, the drug thing going on, information that's secondary, like Kim said, we're passing up the chain. Where'd you get the tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
So who here does the advanced radio work for your group?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
It's Fat Angus they have sitting on his butt, huh?
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
What am I going to find on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why.
Why should I care about this tape? You've lied to me without end. You just keep lying about everything.
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape.
All right, no
Listen to it,
problem.
and
Don't forget your tape, lawman.
Thanks for the tape.
Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe.
So, the tape player was sold at the pawn shop. We've already bought the tape player. So we're going to go ahead, whip that out, and turn on the tape. Right here in the middle of the room with everyone, if I can. What did he call it? The Door Gunner Mega Mix? Here we go.
the porter reel is just what you needed. The reel
Play the
attach,
tape.
you push, command set, and the tape starts spinning.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What's Khoi Hoi? You know what it is, Kim. Come on, tell us.
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war,
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer.
a symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse.
Who's Cordy?
style.
Corty could be short for Cortenar, one of the other End of recording.
What do you think, Kim?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I think he's sounding kind of wild, but I mean, could have just been letting off steam. It's so out of context, right? Like, for example, when this is done, I'm gonna go all apocalypse style, and then next sentence, I'm gonna rent a nice room. Okay. It seems like it's a little out of context. Then he says, I'm done, I'm tired, I'm just done mentally, right? I think he's just talking. This is a lot of big talk. In context, it probably wasn't bad. Out of context like this, it looks pretty ugly. But we don't know. And to be clear, it is not a crime to say, I think I have a bad idea. There's a world of difference, a complete difference, a black and white, a night and day, a left and right, a stop and start, a complete opposite, a difference between saying you're going to do something and doing something.
Yes. It was just locker room talk.
Yeah, see, Kim took it very seriously. All right, what now, Kim? What do you think?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Yeah, the only contradiction, from what I can tell, is that it would appear that he does say on the tape he has intentions to attack Claudia, assault her in a meaningful way. It's very upsetting. However, we don't know. We don't know why she seemed like they were good together. But at the same time, he's saying some things that sound pretty rough.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
There's a 3% chance we look her in the eye successfully. Here we go.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will see through deceits. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her. Miss Aranye Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand... Nothing. Just anything out of the ordinary. Air moves in your windpipe. She presses her elbows against... Her hair brushes her shoulders. She presses her hair. The strange moment ends.
Okay, good.
It was brief. No longer than 2.2 seconds.
Titus Hardy gave us a tape. On the tape is a recording of on the tape is allegedly a recording of the deceased. We never heard them talk, so we don't know that's true. And on the tape, the alleged deceased, on the tape it was stated that there are intentions to harm you.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
See, again, a smile flits across her face. I don't know what time or place or space you're listening to this in, but I'm old enough where language has changed. And there are things that were said in my youth that today we don't say anymore. There's language that I grew up using that was acceptable and understood as a reasonable way to navigate the world, with your words. And today that's not the case anymore. And context does matter. Context does matter in speech. In this day and age right now, we're looking at words with a dictionary lens and we're forgetting the big picture here. Example here, Miss Disco Dancer says, hey, as she smiles at us, I didn't say he was a good guy. I just said he wasn't bad to me. And you know what? Maybe he said some nasty stuff, but the truth, his actions were, he was good to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption station.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Okay. It's very interesting that she references the exact words off those tape. Yes, those are his exact words.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
Uh-huh. See? Context again, right? Soldier of the Apocalypse style sounds bad. Maybe it wasn't.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yep, that was also mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
So why was this the language he was using on the tape? What do you think? What was the situation?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Did you learn all this from your study of literature?
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages.
See, I think coping mechanism is the right term, but persona's not wrong either, right? We'll say persona.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely.
It was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
This was fun for you?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
Laying waste to our own nervous systems. What a curious way to explain their recreational activities.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Tell us more about the victim.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that.
Lelystad. That's a good start. It just occurred to me, colleague. We still haven't performed the field autopsy on the deceased.
Listen, colleague, we don't need to do it. It's fine. A dead body's dead. We're here to solve it, man.
The questions I have assume some kind of foreknowledge on our part. I suggest we go and perform it now, and return once we've brought ourselves up to date.
Nah, questions are good now.
Miss, excuse my colleague. He has recently suffered brain damage. We will now go and do our duty, cleaning up the deceased.
We will not.
You won't have to look at that site much longer, I promise.
We will not. Keep getting like updates in my notebook.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Like, for example,
Actually,
a nickname.
I guess.
Lelys. It just occurred. The questions I have assume some. Alright, but quickly.
The young woman nods in silent approval, then feeds herself another cigarette.
Okay. Double check this door is still locked.
The same small, heavy door. It's barred. Sounds must be something valuable.
I don't know. It is not the I don't know.
Below, the hostel a dull.
The vigilantes? The cadaver? I hate it when that happens.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Yeah, Titus is now going to lead us to someone else. You just wait. Because Titus is starting to realize that his world's crumbling around him. Because at first it was all, you know, bravado. Look, they're the police, ha ha ha. But it's very quickly becoming evident that as soon as Everett like showed up and said, hey, you better behave, all of a sudden the tables start to turn on Titus. All of a sudden Lizzie is here being like, hey Everett, you're in real trouble. Double check Lizzie's got nothing
to say to you.
Talk later, Lizzie. Can we look out the window yet?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window.
72% chance.
Scrape the
Here we
glass, like bony think nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman.
Now, we have a skill point we can put into perception. We leveled up our perception. Okay, we come back to the window.
Behind the dockworkers,
We can
a
roll
ceiling
again.
height window. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
A bronze key?
Someone hid the key in the bush, and it's close enough to the latch up there.
Huh?
Hand me the key.
And I need the
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you.
I'm gonna enjoy.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table.
Thank
to
you. Thank you, Theo.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched.
Come on, man.
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I don't give two shits.
Didn't even.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hit.
It could open.
It's worth a try.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Is this the door?
You see, it could be connected
Try
to
the
barred
workshop spare key door.
upstairs. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you.
Obviously, we need our flashlight. Oh, I'm so excited. We've got the door open. Pinball machine. Okay, pinball machine, a box. 5 monies. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room.
Over
Great.
there, in the corner, not just any pinball machine. This.
The pinball machine? A little.
We're playing the pinball machine.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Get the Game On Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Oh, shoot.
The theme of the peak areas around the play. The peak areas around the playfield.
Cost 1 money. We have 43. We're going for it.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm. Go.
I feel sorry for the goats. The kind an avid huntsman. But you seem to be
okay.
Your game suddenly maneuvering a tiny hammer and the words pair. This you're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
With Autumn Gordy.
Huh?
A panel so high score.
Okay.
The speakers.
I just don't want to play pinball. I want to solve a murder mystery.
Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy ball to.
That's amazing.
Kim, I won.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats.
Who's
that
the
is
king
a
of pinball,
monumental
Kim?
Achievement. Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive. The machine needs a good service before anyone else. Yes.
Once again, the machine.
All right, that was good. Looks like we can go through a door over here, maybe an elevator. Wait.
All these mesmerizing. Feels like it might.
Some kind.
Diora was one.
You can't.
What a dumb name. Royalist pinball.
Come on.
Exactly.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. No human being should. It is a game that requires. It is late. I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring. As you do when you're a juvie cop.
Kim. As you do, huh? Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
15 years as a junior cop.
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Is that why you didn't want to talk to those kids?
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Don't worry, you're still Kim to me.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of...
Agreed. Okay, so turns out Kim this whole time.
This small elevator smells. The maintenance card. There are a small steel plaque.
That it does. No, it was maintained in 8. No, I think the bureaucrat. Seems like a small freight elevator.
This whole time, oh man, the whole time Kim has been a legend of the pinball scene, huh? What is this we picked up? Pinball maker's coat? Wow. +1 to empathy and hand-eye coordination. Interesting. Anything else here?
So this is where the lieutenant looks around.
At some point, 20 years... Looks like it.
A creek.
Downstairs.
Remember that.
Ah, yes. As the novelty dice makers.
But then, it went bankrupt. Your skin...
If that's true, he does not appear...
Stupid superstition.
So there's still some debate over... Wait, footprints?
You clearly see footprints in the downy car.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone was here in the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact.
Wait.
Consider.
What do you think this means?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classia's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Let's have a closer look.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom made or old-fashioned.
Wow.
Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
But they're not work boots. These are custom.
No. These little between that, the size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same
Everything around you is quiet. The print...
This is huge. These footprints here? No way.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman. Right.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to the footprints on the floor, however.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there.
You can bear the footprints on the floor.
No, you can definitely see through the hole in the wall to our bedroom.
This is the inside of the barred door.
We unbar the door. Yeah, that's not right, man. Wonder if we can bring it up.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Talk about your room.
Yeah?
Did you know the door there leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
You know, there's a peephole looking on your bedroom?
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yep.
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
Could be.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with something.
This is recent.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
It was a pinball machine workshop.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
Someone's been on the floor.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
You must have some idea who it was.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Liar.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
She looked chipped.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Why was there a flower on the roof?
All right. Good enough for now. It definitely doesn't quite satisfy my needs for understanding this place. Let's ask the hotel manager if he thinks there is a understandable does he actually think this place is doomed? Can we open the other door as well, by the way? That's the one we've yet to get through. Not just this one, but I don't want to lose Kim. That door. Still can't open it.
Kim also tries not. The man is where unidentifiable sludge makes
no problem of it.
Huh. Yeah, it bothers me we can't get through those doors still. We are going to ask the manager if he thinks this place is a part of the Doom Financial District. He's not going to like this, but it's super creepy. There's an entryway on the
hey,
this is all getting weirder and weirder.
Well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Yeah, the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and why.
On Clinton Street.
Thank you anyway.
Does someone on your staff have thrown out the victim's clothes?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I think fugue states are more your forte. Yes? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Yeah, a couple of things. I know what's behind the blue steel door.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here.
You're not going to ask me what it was?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines, a whole workshop. I'm here with pinball kit. Oh, sorry.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
You want to play a game?
No, I was just wondering.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make off one.
You thinking about making a pinball arcade out of this place again?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
Yeah, we gotta warn him. Do you know that this building is a part of the doomed commercial area?
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
Not true.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address.
Yeah,
He's
you're
thought about this.
You're listed on the intercom with the other doomed buildings.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Yeah, but the Whirling used to be the East Delta Pinball Arcade, which is listed.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through
Who
hail
owns the
and
place?
through sleet. Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Man, you must really care about this place. You worked here for 14 years?
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You shouldn't be too worried about the label.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel?
Who named it Whirly
Everything's
Rags?
doomed enough without that. Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail Holy Queen by the Ateniers.
Good pick.
Well, good luck.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Okay.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
You have peepholes in your walls.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
You sure it wasn't you?
Absolutely not.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall. Thank you, I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
We're not going to say she nicked the phone line.
Yes?
All right. Let's try and keep moving here before the day gets too far. Let's talk to Titus. Come on, old boy.
It's you again. What is it?
Titus, It's time for a reckoning. I showed Khaleesi the tape. You're full of it, man.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets.
the fuck do you mean you'll get back to me? No. That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Yeah, not really.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
I gotta tell you, it's not evidence.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like?
No, actually,
Fucking
I think it made her
whoop-de-doo.
nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Here comes Lizzie, right?
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Yeah, she definitely is in a lot of danger from these guys.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Titus slams his giant fist on the door frame.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Well, maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
I don't know, she handled the mercenary when you couldn't.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
There's nothing to indicate that that's true.
Yes, yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
It just seems like you had a lie you wanted her to tell and she didn't help you out.
I ask for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
I'm just saying this tape was the last chance for her to work with you, huh?
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
He's upset about his drink.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Shanky is so dumb.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Yeah, it feels like huge success. Titus, just tell me what really happened. Stop the song and dance. Stop the distractions. We were a dog with a bone. It's in our mouth. Our teeth are wrapped around that bone. We're not letting go. The jaw's locked. We're foaming. We're slathering. We've got you. Just tell us. Be straight with us, Titus. Stop just trying to trick us. It's not going to work.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs.
The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit, kind of is a lot of moving parts to keep track of a lie that keeps crumbling, so you tell more lies.
Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs.
It is about to get violent here.
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
As Titus screams this, he throws his drink, smashing it on the ground.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Doesn't seem like it to me.
Yeah.
So remember, Alan is the second in charge of the group here.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
We need to pass this check. There's a 72% chance we pass it. We're getting bonuses because we warned him about the tribunal. Angus, Big A back there, can't take the pressure. We confronted him about his drug operations. Everett asked him to cooperate, and we've got real bonuses here. Here we go.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might.
We're going to poke Big A.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker.
Here we go.
Just remember, it's about more than Glacia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
All right. Yeah, we need to make them... We need to make sure they're not villains because they're bad. They're villains because they didn't respect the neighborhood the way they should have.
Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind. Fat Angus, just remember it outside in the midday sun.
Well,
ruins.
I guess case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Are cracked. Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you. That's it. Just a bunch of murdering scumbags.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
because you're, they like killing.
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? We had a great time.
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
They like making a display just like in the Dark Ages.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Here we go.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Old man Theo reaches for his belt, his voice strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We turn to Angus. You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
His breath comes out in a wheeze.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him, Angus?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angus is huffing and puffing like he is running for his life.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Give her up, huh?
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Lizzie leaves.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Whose idea was it to hang him?
In a manner of speaking. We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Where is she?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
So you didn't kill him at all?
He nods.
Not a single murderer in this room.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
Kim Kitsuragi. A freight train. An unstoppable moving train of facts and focus. We love this man. What was the real cause of death?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
At least you'll know what to look for now, when you get around to doing the autopsy.
We're not doing the autopsy. This late? Come on.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Klasia came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
I think Khaleesi's in on the murder somehow, huh?
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How do you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Okay.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened next?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
A bullet hole through the window.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
We're gonna whisper to Kim we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Titus, we didn't mean to make your group fight with themselves. We've got a job to do. You have to understand.
Me too.
Who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Who killed the Merc? What is your thoughts?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could have been meant for her.
Agreed.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still. This guy's not as dumb as he looks.
If Khaleesi didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Go on.
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
What kind of people?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
We're going to talk to Khaleesi again, I guess.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
you don't want her arrested.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Man, this is some heavy stuff. I'm like, I know I've got little like sheets, but like we gotta run. Let me get this straight. They all were just fronting hardcore that they did the whole murder thing. They didn't, not even a little bit. Actually, worse. They just covered up an existing murder. This lady here has not been as helpful as she could have been. She's still here. No way.
It's always good to see you.
The Hardy Boys told us the truth.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You lied to us.
I didn't lie. Not a lot. I've done my absolute best not to. I just...
'Tis true. The lady hath tried to avoid falsehoods.
Yeah, but we accused her of lying anyhow. I want to see her reaction.
It was a mistake. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Actually, almost got us killed a few times.
This is good. Clear the air first. Is it? Shush.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into.
I think she's just saying that for us to move on.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light. The Pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old,
You're afraid
old world.
of the Moor Lantern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Why does that matter?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
How do we know that's true?
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just... I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
See? The whole time, she could have been the target.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Titus said you were incredibly off your game.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Into the hallway. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me.
Ruby?
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Of the Hardys.
The leader? Of what?
Here we go.
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Uh-huh.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
That's crazy.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
It's a shame we never got around to doing a thorough autopsy. And when was the tampering? 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while.
Where is
that we
Ruby?
Should lay low. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
It's not...
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
So that's what she's running from.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries.
Yeah. Sure. A lot of people got hurt. But when
I think we got
gunshot
everything.
Wasn't that loud? This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
What? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying.
I did not...
True, sire. 'Tis true.
No. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. Like what?
Okay, hold on. Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You're not an idiot.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Oh my goodness.
Her jaw is clenched.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That
Could
is
the people
impossible.
hunting you have killed him for a reason?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia.
It
What happened?
but maybe it did.
I just don't know.
We can't go after Loose Cap.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know.
When
is that
was the
you'll
window
get nothing
fixed?
from there. Last week.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct. Still, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods. He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
Legendary drama check. 50-50 shot.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
There's a very good chance she's still the killer.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web
Your real
of
name
lies.
isn't Khaleesi Amadua.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Okay, tell the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Your real name?
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil. Tiger. Economic. She nods.
The
Her
passport?
round eyes meet
Where's the
yours.
passport for
They
real?
seem moist from...
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Wow. Everything was a lie.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that
Where's the
lightly.
buoy?
West of the boardwalk. In the reeds. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds. I am. They can never...
Yes, they can. For lying.
All right.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
What if I told you you're under arrest?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Unless you're the murderer.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case.
Repeatedly.
Fucking mind games. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You're a suspect in a murder investigation and a flight risk. You misrepresented information about the case, not just basic information, but crucial and core information. And you admitted to industrial espionage.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Look at that.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think she could have run any time.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Leslie. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
She knows something.
Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby,
How?
you said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
The peephole.
Is it the peephole?
She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself?
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
What was Ruby's motive then? Why is her motive better than yours?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Oh my goodness.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
Good question.
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Let me get this straight. The dock workers have a strike going on. And during the dock worker strike, mercenaries show up. Pause. There's a lady here on the run who starts to make friends with the local organized crime, the local law, villagers justice, community justice, bang bang boys. And all of a sudden, this is, Kim was wrong. It's some kind of weird mystery, murder, sexy love triangle thing all of a sudden. Oh my goodness.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
And all the Hardy Boys are protecting her.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
Was Ruby threatening you? Or the deceased?
She came over one night, drunk. Said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before. I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Apparently not.
Some of that fear is still with her. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Probably will.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you. Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I think we should still arrest her. I don't like her story. Even if it's the truth at this point, I want to throw her in the slammer for a night and start around lunch the next day and just ask the same questions for a couple hours, maybe 6 or 7, and just go late into the next night. Yeah, like, I want to get her story, like, making sense. I don't like this. I think she's going to try and make a run for it, but we're going to arrest her. We don't know that anything she said is true. This Ruby thing, her espionage thing, like, there's just no way to parse the truth until we can, like, put her in a position where we know where she's going to be and we can run around and collect more evidence, because she is a key witness in this investigation. She was with the deceased. She helped cover up the deceased. She, like, a lot of stuff is going on here.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
You know what?
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
Yeah, but what she doesn't know, like, not to get too off track with this corporate espionage thing, that accounting that she stole may have genuinely killed people. She doesn't know it hasn't. She doesn't know that shipping trades weren't attacked by pirates or something, right?
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day.
That's fine.
Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Kim, arrest her.
I will escort you to the motor carriage outside, miss.
With a muffled whimper, she extends her wrists. They're white, bony, exposed below the rolled-up
The
sleeves
drugs,
of her jumpsuit.
the corporate espionage, tampering with the body, the lies about crucial facts relevant to our case. I don't know exactly what's a crime in this world, but we need her. She's a huge flight risk. She lied about her passport, lied about her name.
This won't be necessary. I will take you to Station 57 myself and slow the extradition process as much as I can.
Sounds good.
It may be possible to stall it indefinitely, but you will be safer there for the purposes of this investigation.
All right.
I can do this on my own. She's not an immediate flight risk. See you.
All right. I think that's a... I want to inspect the window again if we can.
This window is pristine on the inside. A golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible There could have been 72% with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting
Could
fish
the
in
shot
an
have come
aquarium.
from inside the room?
Well-lit point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Are there any arguments against the point A shot?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been a third origin point of the shot further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this... According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of B prime for boardwalk, B 700 meters away. The likeliest of the 1.2 kilometers
Okay, hold on.
1 kilometer away. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. It is possible that you can't know for sure. The lieutenant would probably agree that, in this situation, it's best to be thorough.
We need to go investigate the locations the shot could have come from to be certain that the weapon was not fired from inside the apartment, which it could have been. Also, we need Titus to give up the 8th Hardy Boy, little Lady Ruby. That's actually going to be really important because the facts are there was an 8th Hardy Boy. There is an 8th Hardy Boy, and they're trouble.
Just dragged her away, huh? Stone cold. Didn't think you had it in you.
To do my job?
Yeah, you ruthless son of a bitch. I certainly didn't have it in me. I always let the pretty ones go. I'm soft like that.
Sure.
Yeah, like when we let old Clancy's widow walk.
Oh, Denise, the diner girl. The milk rack on that one.
Can't say I wasn't sad to see her go. Our Clausia there. Her face when your friend walked her out. Goddamn.
Our dialogue here is so good. Like, we have so many good options of how to, like, lead this conversation. We can be like, hold up, her face? What did it look like? Or we can be like, oh, I'm so sorry. She had a fat face. I made her sad. We can mess with him. We can act like we're worried. Just saying, this was the thing to do. She's a flight risk, and we need her for this investigation.
Yes. Normal. Nothing to do about it now, I guess. I just hope she can game her way through the system and come out the other way. Don't think I forgot how I specifically let you know how I felt about her arrest either. Now, what do you want?
We need to meet with Ruby.
Why?
Hold on. There's a lot of dialogue here. A civil war is brewing. We're going to say a civil war is brewing and we need to talk to Ruby. It's not really true.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller.
And fuck you too, moral
What? That it's self-edited, that one? That was the language they decided on, huh? You understand that hiding Ruby makes you a part of this in a way you're not currently.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here.
We have a 97% chance to solve this. We have the key in the union box, the winch outside, the play, the murder scene reconstruction, the antique rifle. We gave Khaleesi the secret route, the drug trade established. It's over, dude.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't kill him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He would lie.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She never used the bathroom?
No.
That's a lie. The window Clausia gave for the time of death was from 11:30.
You mean precisely between 11:30 and 12:15? Not a single moment she wasn't with you.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is.
The
again,
drugs.
Cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this.
No magic involved.
It's not. He's been through it. That means he suspected her too.
That vibe.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do know there's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof, right?
How?
There's literally a staircase.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? Okay, but how'd you get and how does she come into it?
Ruby goes upstairs, shoots him, come down. Just take a couple of minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumb way to not...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up?
You do
Or
agree
is
the
that
shot came
it?
from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been to 72%.
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
So he's concerned with how we got that level of accuracy. We've got a ballistics lab, man.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? It puts her on the roof.
Yeah, she could have climbed the wall. You ever notice the winch out back? How about the footprints? Remember, the key to get in the back room is here in your room.
I don't like guessing, Cole. No.
The key that opens the door to the back room lives in your little room here.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo.
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years.
Could have put it there when she was done.
Why?
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
Just gonna put it out there. Footprints.
Footprints. Recent.
The tracks were recent,
yep,
but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's. It's best to omit this pesky little polemic for now. Too confusing.
Recent. Yep.
What else could you make out? How recent?
About a week or two old.
What's up? That close, huh? How fortunate. Good news is, I'm still listening.
You ever notice the winch out back?
I've seen the winch. That's wall mystery down then. An architectural
Someone could
mystery.
climb the wall.
The garbage. It wasn't.
It's never a Sambo fighter.
That's right.
I told you not to say that. This is not a joking matter for him.
Pinball machines, by the way.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Wow, man.
That'd be awesome.
All right, all right.
All
We
right.
can get the barman to bring them down.
All right.
What else?
So just to be clear, we agree Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. But a route does not put that bullet in his head.
True.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't, but what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But
let me get this straight. Ruby was running drugs. Why do you think she can't get a hold of a gun?
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Hey man, it's your illegal operation. I'm saying she'd have no trouble getting a gun, and you know it. Half your boys in here are packing.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He just literally said everyone has a gun. Relax, man.
he must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. We just need to find her and talk.
All right, Cole. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
You do know that Ruby seemed to know about the murder before it happened, huh?
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition. You know, women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Or she knew it happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
You never thought about why she organized the cover-up?
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She was covering up for herself, Titus.
Like fuck she was.
It was her idea, right? The whole hang the dead body?
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there.
Time for a logics demonstration.
All right, Eugene, you killed him.
He scoffs.
Or do you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this
See,
shit.
there you go again. Why are you guys here and she's not?
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she's skipped town. This is good.
Just to be clear, Khaleesi told me one other thing about Ruby. You guys know this?
Yeah. Like what?
The big man falls absolutely silent.
We told him Ruby wanted the Khaleesi here.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Yeah?
You what? Come on, Glenn.
I did.
She didn't fuck
Okay.
you. Cut you 40. And you
Khaleesi
still
said
live
she
with your
made
mom,
advances
Dennis.
on her and she threatened her.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
Maybe. She told us Ruby made her scared.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy.
And then, boss, use us to cover it up?
If it's true. But it's not. Right?
Well, Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up, and I need to talk to Ruby.
Silence. He looks around the room.
Heavy.
The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked.
Ruby just left.
Wanna know
Yeah, why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Titus, you think Ruby knew I'd find enough evidence to sway you, huh?
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though.
When did she leave?
She made sure Friday afternoon, when you first arrived.
Have you looked
I
for
got
her?
Word the arse a little. More precise.
Who's doing this looking?
Who's out looking?
They're sure. It was someone else. It appears we have a ninth Hardy
Any
boy.
clues on where she went?
She's not far. We know that.
Good fucking luck, man.
Yeah.
She's not really, Hardy
She's not, Glenn.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. It seems you have the...
Right. That's the...
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply.
What else did
But
Ruby tell you about me?
Now I'm not so... She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop what?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like can.
The can opener. That's us. Detective Can Opener.
Fucking hell.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now.
Silence. He nods.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to.
Everett has a file on you. But that's bogus. What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock. It must be real
Where in the
stuff.
coast should I start looking?
Sure, there are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Boyish. Hair's red. Died. She looks like a lorryman. The what now?
She said she's building a...
What?
We were talking about radio
Hold on.
equipment.
This guy barely understands.
There you have it. Pale something. It'll have to.
Titus holds out his hand to shake. We shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
We're gonna leave. We'll accept.
Like the RCM? You're a real police force, all right. Of the Wild Pines. Everyone around here knows that. So watch your ass out there. The coast is a dangerous place.
Wow. I mean, it is really like the boardwalk for bullet traces. I don't know how far we're going to get with that. I don't think it's worth our time, but I will say this. It is getting crazy out here. We found our car. We found our badge. We found our... Well, that towards the boardwalk once. We found our car. We found our badge. We found the doomed commercial district. We got confirmation that the... That's it?
Whoa. What a bridge with loose nail.
I thought this was kind of the boardwalk, but oh, maybe. Nope. Just about the sea breeze. We'll go towards the dock, I guess. Wait, can we paint this now? Did we get our paint together? I don't think we did.
Paintbrush? The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
We're going to paint something beautiful. Did it work? I think it was 9 o'clock when we started painting. What time is it? The next day? Panic. Something beautiful is going to happen. Hey!
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message.
Very cool. Wait, what is this? What did we get? I don't know. I'm losing it, man. All right, hold on. We tell old Bone-Eyed Bonnie about it? I think we should. The boat is not here. Went to the village on the coast. See you there. Jode's note says. Okay. I am loving this. We're really getting to the bottom of things here, as we have discovered just a lot of stuff. There's still some like loose ends and missing parts, but nothing worth like killing ourselves to solve. I want to tell Joyce we did the thing.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Never mind. I thought she was going to help us out a little bit there, but never mind. I thought we could talk about our painting. Seriously, we genuinely have come so far here. I think we have a murder suspect. I think we genuinely have the murder suspect, if not the murderer. We finished our painting, and you know, just because the Union and Titus, like the only thing making what they're doing illegal is the fact that there is no government running things here. And that's kind of curious, isn't it? All right, can we fast travel to the fishing village? There it is. Jump that way. Remember when we were here, it said, look in the floor. Oh, let's talk to her quick since it's 9. She might have seen Ruby, right?
There's a gap where the name.
Yes, my suggestion
Have you
is
seen a red-haired woman named Ruby?
Don't go. Nay,
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
this is my little cinder.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
We just need help.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, there's not much to tell.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Eh? What's this about? Huh? I might be half blind, but have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider.
All right. We are going to, again.
It's getting cold. This late.
There it is, the floorboard. We had a notification earlier to investigate the floor.
As you look, the edge of a floorboard.
What is
hollow
it?
Space
What's in here?
Nothing particular.
What is
You
it?
stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. A small cylindrical object. You pull
A
it
9mm
out.
bullet?
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit the floorboard doesn't care. It's extra ammunition. She's.
All right, we need to find out why there's ammunition. Don't do it. Come on, talk to us. What's this about?
Our tenant, the
You have
policeman.
bullets under your
I hope the
floorboards.
waves don't damn that girl.
And without anger. A long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
Tell me about Ruby.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into?
Oh my goodness.
That girl.
Did she have any radio equipment with her?
Not that I know of. Although I guess she was pretty.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
What was she like?
She's good company. No, she tried not to
She
let
left
it
on
show.
Monday?
But yes.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema.
Why do you think she left the bullet?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent.
I heard she's
she doesn't
violent.
go around nothing of the sort. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me, I don't know. Further up the coast.
It's a peninsula.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
You're right. It's going to be hard to find her.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find.
No, you can do it. Behind the cinder block houses. Old pre-war ruins rise.
A lullaby, sir.
That's kind of...
Yes, it does. One thing, she's a good girl.
Okay. I know we wanted Kim here for this, and we probably should try and get him. But I think we go to bed for the night and try and catch her.
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time to...
Yeah, I don't think we need to be out here trying to kill ourselves at night. I am absolutely tickled with how this has just kind of developed. We go to sleep. I don't want to talk to the night terrors this night, though, I'll tell you what.
Across the room, the heating system hummed.
I'll tell you this, though.
Thoughts, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Recorded in you.
No, on it.
Behold.
It's the... You can never forget this shit.
It's...
You're the...
Reading your awful...
You... For the money, for the greater...
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing them.
He's got no...
Beep.
Do it for the... Do it.
I don't want to do any of the night stuff. I really don't want to mess with it at all. All right.
Hey, Moneymouth. Indrak. The impeccable hustler provide. Yes, that's right. It's Dave. Listen, if you really want, you need to become a millionaire. Not unless you have thousands. One coin. The first of many. Imagine those guys, the ancient Samaran tribes, used carved rope. And then what? Join the... Of course you don't. But Savvy's got your back. Savvy's going to book you a charter flight with 80 birds of prey on... Are you in? Attaboy. Let's start by getting you into the lucrative art market. Once we've brought in the millions, you can be a tree log for all I care. But first, we've got to work. Go.
I don't want to do any of the night stuff. I just don't. They're just like a bunch of wackadudes. All right, it's just kind of wacky. I don't know what's going on. Kim should be outside. I think we genuinely are about to just crack this case wide open. And I mean that in such a serious way. The only thing we're holding is a crowbar and our flashlight. We mean business. We don't have our gun. We don't need it. No bullets. We don't. Okay, we picked up one evidence bullet. Kim, You ready for this, man?
Yes?
I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say.
You can tell me, Kim.
Perhaps,
Come on.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. Either way, good on you. You were saying? What do you want to know? Good.
Okay. It's time. It's time to run Ruby down, man. You think you can murder someone? The police get called, you can run, and we won't run you down and find you? I actually just don't know where to go. But we're looking for her. Because this is our job. I really do like... We gotta fix this, though. Oh, that's fine. There we go. Random box here. There's a slit in the concrete to the sewer. Someone smashed this phone.
A metal payphone under a... You hear the tone. The machine is in... Calling.
We dial a
Still
random
calling.
number.
This feels wrong. End of tone.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
No.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
No.
Sure you do. You're either a salesman or a statistician of some
No,
kind.
I was just calling a random number.
I have not. This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common I just so wanted it to be Pierre.
Disconnect tone.
Who doesn't love a good prank call? Okay. I mean, those are, I mean, just a dying breed. All right. Looks like there's something here, maybe. Come on, Ruby.
Someone has left an unidentifiable... It's streaked. It seems like...
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's me neither?
You should...
Fine. Let's go. Let's go. We're here on the boardwalk. Oh, man. Found some glasses. I don't know. This doesn't seem right. All right, 20 cents. We're just trying to run north. I wish our map had a "you are here" kind of a thing. How do we get to our map? Yeah, we're still just moving north up the boardwalk, kind of hoping we stumble into her. Big empty canister.
The smell. It doesn't help. Don't you reckon? Something. The signs of the lieutenant.
Eyes up, detective.
It says these floorboards look rotten and weak, and Kim said something's not right here.
There's some tear. An M2, no.
A tragedy.
You see, it's not. It's hard to. Whoever Red Astra is.
Talk to this guy.
A man lies on the boardwalk. The smell is.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day.
No, we're not talking to him. Well, on the boardwalk, I don't see any signs of Ruby having been here. But she's hiding out here somewhere, and we are going to find her. We're going to keep searching. I mean, it's only a matter of time. There's only so many places you could hide. Bars cover these windows. All right, hold on. This is something. This fence blocks the path, but can we not just grab our chain cutters here? Maybe we need to have our flashlight. I don't want to mess with this. I want to find Ruby.
You see a slogan. You
Looks like tomorrow never.
above them, Feld. There's something in the wind.
In there?
Why single out this one building?
What is this building?
Some sort of industrial room.
Indeed, you felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since. The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D.
I don't really want to say how long we've been looking for this.
Is just a whisper away.
We have to pass the shivers check in order to move forward. There's a 3% chance. Here we go.